I don't have a hat.
Do you need one?
No.
We can't get it together, guys.
It's kind of, it's okay though, right?
It is okay.
We do what we do, what we do.
We only changed it to...
I don't know, like, did I fix it right? No, I mean, I know that's right. But did I fix it?
It looks like you did, but everybody probably went on to something different. Oh.
No, the people will come.
They will come.
It's been a few days. All of my stuff isn't where it's supposed to be.
I know. What?
Public service announcement. I am going to probably take my hair down a couple of times and put it back up because it's wet. So, what's wrong?
It won't give me the,
Hey, Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay, it doesn't give me the top chat thing. Did they change something?
No, it's right here, baby.
Right.
Oh, like we can't change it.
Why can't we?
Hey,
always
Karen.
can.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, let me try this again, damn it.
It like keeps glitching out. So I'm going to take, the first thing I'm going to do is take it down so it can dry a little bit. And then I'm going to put it back up probably in about 5 minutes.
See this little thing here? That used to be the one that you could do it with.
Oh, well.
Let's see.
Maybe you need to update the thing.
Chat filter, hold on.
There you go. There you go.
Top messages or all? Show
all messages. That's what they do now instead of live chat and top chat.
Okay.
That's the way they do it.
Hey, Terry. We're trying to get it together here, aren't we?
We were doing chicken coop duty today because we secured a second smaller one. Well, it's smaller. Like Tractor Supply sells it for $500.
600.
600. Karen probably knows the one I'm talking about. It's like the middle one. One's almost.
You got to tell them the whole story.
Well, hold on though. So we were doing that because we want to get a little silky rooster.
Our day kind of sometimes just flows and we really don't know.
Well, the Americanas are being mean to the Silkies.
Well, but the thing is we were almost not going to go to Tractor Supply, but then we both decided we wanted to go.
And this nice man came up to us and he was like, if you're wanting to buy one of those, I have one that's like new. My brother got it for homing pigeons and he passed away and couldn't use it. And it's been under my deck.
Something like that. There's a little modification to it because the homing pigeons are a different size bird.
Right.
But anyway, it was $600. So we pull into Tractor Supply and Mandy's like, go park over there where the cages are, the chicken coops. And so I did because I'm a dutiful husband.
I know you said like, go over there and park.
And so we get over there and
Maybe
so there's 3 coops and the one in the middle, which I think we both were like, that's kind of the one that we would need to get. And so we're looking at it and this guy comes up and he goes, do you like that coop? We're like, yeah.
Oh, I see.
I mean, and he said, I have one, $200. It's barely been used.
And you know how you're like exchanging glances with your partner, like, okay, are we going for this? We're not going for this. And Sean was like, and I was like, okay. And then Sean goes, I don't have a truck. If we give you, if we pay for some gas, would you be able to bring it over? And he said, yeah. He was a good kid. He was a good old country boy. And then then I called back the lady that I had talked to yesterday about the silky.
They don't know nothing about the silky.
No, I'm going to say it, but where was that?
You met her when you were getting your nails done.
That's it.
Before the fire alarm went off.
I heard her talking about her silkies and how, their eggs aren't very big because that nail guy gets a kick out of it. If you talk about your chickens and you're like, yeah, I used to be like, our chickens don't lay any eggs. They're hey Paula, they're useless chickens, but we love them. So
their eggs are tiny. Anyway, so yesterday was my only day off, and so we went shopping and stuff like that. Try to get some shopping in before the 1st because the bills hit on the 1st. And Mandy decided she was going to get her nails done, which was cool. While we were in there, the fire alarm went off.
And Walmart, normally they don't give a shit. Everybody just keeps doing what they're doing. But it went on long enough and they just said, no, we have to leave. And there's a door in the salon that you're supposed to leave out. And then people who are in that area leave out that. They're like, nope, And I was like, I guess they were worried people would steal.
They were going to let you just sit there and get,
right.
because they were going to keep on doing whatever, you know, the nail salon people.
But
And
you know what? Walmart's got a whole policy in place that you're not going to walk out with that cart. Immediately, the, you know, people that are heading with their cart towards the exit, the associates, they know.
in my meat hooks, in one hand, I had 2 hanger packs of select NBA basketball and a blaster of Mosaic basketball. And in the other hand, I had a ½ pound of chorizo and some sharp cheddar cheese that I was going to come home and make eggs with.
What are you making with that chorizo?
I was gonna make it. Here's the thing with chorizo that I noticed: you can't just cook it like sausage or hamburger. It burns too easy. You have to kind of saute it a little bit.
It's pretty spicy.
It is spicy.
Yeah.
Not for you.
It was cool though that he did it.
I had to put all that down and go outside.
So I've been a bit wheezy, so I took my inhaler before I went live so that people wouldn't be concerned about my heavy breathing and my weight and all of that. But the other thing I was going to say is I wasn't feeling well. Had nothing to do
Can you see?
with my nether regions.
Yes.
But it's so nice to have half of a community that continually analyzes, predicts the status of my my lady parts.
And we don't mean the drama community. We just mean a different community that kinds of hone in.
Well, some of
it.
them, yeah. Some of them are drama community.
But
it's I mean, I don't have to ever worry about it because there's so many people that
Yes.
worry about it.
there's
people
a
that say
whole
they
bunch of
don't
gynecologists around
they don't
here.
want to play in the stink box.
That's right. Ow, you took a rash of crap for
That
that
was
one.
So I mean, and what is it? What does it
the
mean?
heck? I don't know.
Play in my stink box?
I don't know. I mean, but I'm just telling you, all you got. I knew when you did that tweet before we went to bed at about midnight. I said she is going to rise, and that you were going to be the topic.
But why is she so easily bothered?
I don't know, man.
Like, you know what I mean? Because like she's super easily bothered.
She is. I mean, I always have to remember that it's not as fun for everybody else as it is for me. But she's funny because she just throws it out there like there's no repercussion or anything. And I think she really caught a rash of shit for it. And I'm glad. It
is oftentimes the happening topic. Hey, Stitching. Hey, Luna.
Hey, what's going on?
So part of what I was working on, I really wasn't feeling well. Some of it dental, some of it not COVID, but kind of a chest infection. And I was working on my masterpiece for part 2.
A masterpiece.
Edited and did all of that stuff. And aside from, so that's ready to go. And I keep dancing around exactly when it's going to happen because I'm not stupid. Everybody be wait that group's gonna be waiting to mass flag it.
Yeah.
And I don't care because I'm gonna win it. I'm not gonna have sex in the background or anything. But hey, Gothic. But I've always been one that it's like if I can be as quiet as you can be. Not you, but
no, I know exactly what you. I think it was perfect too because it was like yeah, cricket, yeah, cricket,
oh,
yeah, cricket,
Yeah.
and then there was like y'all look dumb, man.
It's I have that little like that bistro table that I did the stream on last time. So hey Earth, so what I'm trying to figure out, I know when you premiere a live, it shows the stream and then you're in real-time chat. But can you then piggyback on that and pop on your camera after that premiere? Can you use the same stream or can you only talk in it?
But ask them because
that's
when
asking.
you look at me, I'm like I got nothing for that
because I don't know how that works. Watched a few replays of Jill's streams. There's a couple people that put stuff up. Jill Salt the dog. One of her and Katie got put up and
did Katie lost her channels again, huh?
Yeah. Mod 39 now has given her a channel. She's got like
Rosie Leone will turn hers over soon. She's like
it could be that one.
She's like the head hound dog right now. She's like, ah.
Yeah.
She put like She got like 9,000 views with your name in her mouth, man.
Did she really?
Popular. She's a popular.
Here I am, fighting the good fight with my breathing and my.
I tell you what,
and
a lot of people like to put ATX in their titles, and they're getting. I mean, you're a popular bitch, man.
You have to start a new stream, yeah. And let me tell you how much I care. And I'm not even trying to be a bitch. I've had everything said about me over the years, everything. So there's not really a whole lot more that can be said. I think you have to. Okay, there's not like a whole lot that has it. No,
you're
she's saying after that. Yeah. Just everything.
Hazel.
Everything.
So I saw Gothic. She's here in the chat because I think she mods for Tragic. I think.
Oh yeah, I did catch a couple of hits.
And it was good to see Tragic and Negs streaming for me to see that. And I dropped in and said hey to everybody. And the reason that I like that is because we don't have enough dudes that, stream. And they put about 100 in the chat. It's hard for the guys to do it, because most of this is the girls.
Right.
I look to my right and my left, and I don't really see a whole lot of dudes. So it was good. I'm glad that they did that, and right on.
And what I think is like super kind of like not offensive, because I could give a shit less, but when they say guys shouldn't do the drama, that it's a girls thing, leave it to the girls. What if it was turned around and they said the girls were talking mechanics and talking engines and stuff?
No, it would be.
And they went, "Oh, honey, you need to stick to talking drama. You're not made to talk about.
You just need to go in there and
you're
make
not
sandwiches.
made to talk about auto body work." Can you imagine?
Because I left it. I almost pinned it.
It's good to see.
So a couple streams ago, somebody came in. They left a comment about me. And they said, this dude thrives on drama. Mm-hmm. Guys aren't supposed to be like that. And I thought about it, and I'm like, they're not. And then I thought about football, boxing, Jake Paul. He lost his fight today to Tommy Fury, but acting, MMA, baseball, it's all drama. I mean, we watch guy drama all the time, or we do basketball.
Exactly. Hey, Misty.
Fishing, it's drama. I mean, so I think that there's certain people, they just get irked when guys are in the drama with the girls because we don't care at the same level.
No.
We don't.
That's exactly right.
We don't. It doesn't hit different for us.
Right.
Or it does hit different for us. To me, I look around and people freaking out about certain things, and I'm like,
"Hey, Rick Stein."
I think it's pretty. Hey, Rick Stein. It's funny. I mean, to me, it's like, wow, they're talking about me. They're talking about me. They made a picture about me. And it doesn't like get me pissed off. Now I have to make sure. Like, I don't tell you. Like this whole week while you were sleeping, I didn't tell you anything that was going on.
The only reason is when work texted, I saw that picture of the stalking picture that had been the perfect one. There has not ever been a more perfect picture than that stalker picture with the hood and the face of Sam. So someone, I don't know who it was, someone put me in it, but with a hat. So it was just basically like...
You look good in that.
Well, no, but I mean like, I would have spent a little bit more time. As a matter of fact, like I said, allow me to do it. You couldn't do the mugshot right, so I
did. Get your own material, people. I mean, here's the thing, too, is like, remember you were showing me a picture, and they had, and I don't know who the body was, maybe Chantel's. It was a big girl, and they put Yaba's face on it. And you're like, look at this. They made this face. They put Yaba on it. And I said, oh, here's one where they put my face on. The same big girl. It was like.
And I have no idea who did that. But to be fair, mine are pretty funny. I don't usually go that disgusting like that. You know what I mean?
I know.
I don't. I like to have a chuckle here and there. But absolutely, I am a firm believer that women can do anything that men can do.
That's
build
right.
Cars. Exactly. And that's why, if Eric had not popped into drama streams, we would not have met. Aw. Well, now hold on, Hazel.
See? No, stay with it.
No. Who's Hazel's does she have forgive me, you have a significant other that they met on here?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. That's Eric G. Hazel is Eric and Eric G.
Okay, so that now I'm understanding. I was thinking that of a different Eric. And my brain went a whole different direction. Okay,
but
then yes, I did. For a second,
ATX and Tomahawk Sean would not be a thing if there was not for
right.
I mean, I have as much as I down the drama community and talk about. I mean, I like it because I met the love of my life through it,
Yeah.
and that's the bottom line. But I'm constantly getting in debates with people about. And this used to be a thing a few years ago about we need to make our community better. It's like, what do you mean? And I used to, it's a couple people. There's a couple dudes that I don't really hang out with anymore that were like, we are in control. And I remember, I think Wendy and Randy got on this too about with Diane, when they're with Diane, we have to police our community and make it better. And we have to hold on. Nobody wants to, that's why they're here in the drama community.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's like, there is no drama community.
Yeah.
Unless there's drama.
Exactly.
It just doesn't exist.
Yeah, you go lay down Rick's side and he hurt his,
it's a she.
No, I mean, that's what I was looking at then. She fell today.
Uh-oh.
And she's kind of sore.
In Germany.
Yeah. And then, April Love, there she is. Hi, Claire. That's what you were talking about the stream. And then, forgive me.
You forgive me. But I mean, to wrap it up in a nice little tiny bow.
Because we need to tell everybody we figured out where the $80 went.
Oh, because it was such a concern to some.
But you can finish the other thing first.
Yes. The week where Mandi ATX was off the net, I did 2 vlogs and never uploaded them. Because as I was, I'd spend my lunch hour kind of, looking at the drama and seeing what everything's being said and done. And I'm watching people lose their minds over no content and going back and going deeper and trying to find different things to post. So I wasn't going to give them anything.
Nothing.
I'm going to give them nothing.
I have a couple that are saved on my channel that you never released because at the time you couldn't get your phone to save it or something like that.
Until I was with you, I had like an iPhone 6.
Yeah. Hey, Skeeter. Yeah.
There's no, hey, Skeeter, what's up, brother? There is not a single video on
Hello, Presley.
Like the Tomahawk Sean. That was all done on like iPhone 6s.
And then, yeah, you had I was like, you got like an iPhone 1.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know what it is. I was like, it's an iPhone 6, so close enough. Clara is another one that can, remiss with us. They talk about what's between her legs all the time.
Crazy,
Isn't it nice to have a community, DC, of people who make it their life's work to analyze, scrutinize, predict, think about your
lament.
They remind you when you need to have a pap smear. They remind you when you got cobwebs and She's the only one that, lots of people do.
Prostate exams, all that. But so that is the thing. You go mum for about 5 days.
No problem, Misty.
Mandy's been feeling like a warmed up turd. So she's, in bed and people are, and then, so people are leaning in from around like the girl world and this and that. They're leaning in like, really, what are they saying? Well, they're not saying anything, but and then it's like, so, and by about Friday, I think someone started getting into that other side's ear and go, y'all stop. What the hell's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, I've missed all of it. So Popular Demand says that they're here for the chicken talk and the no drama. So we'll change gears. Okay. They're not like getting honest. They're just saying that's what they stopped through. But we need to finish the silky. So we're at the nail salon.
But I thrive on drama.
I know. It's
everything.
Thrive. No, I would. Hey, I would have to rely on you to catch me up on most of it.
And I didn't tell her anything that was going on.
The lady that was getting her nails done, I heard her talking about silkies. I said, we need a silky rooster. She said, oh my gosh, I've got the perfect one. She called it lavender. I don't, Exactly, Hazel. You can always have gotten it. Yes, exactly. So she called it a lavender color. And I was like thinking like lavender, like an Easter egg lavender. But I showed the
Hey,
picture.
Presley, I didn't.
I said, "Hi, Terry." You
Well,
must have.
I didn't.
We were. Chantel's going back to Kuwait.
That's good.
She's going back. That reminds me. But I'm gonna pull up this picture of this silky.
I off in the distance, like the last couple days, she had a pretty significant rage stream.
I didn't look.
So,
Okay, so I guess they call that. It's not a great picture of them, but this one's a little bit better. You see the little gray kind of salt and pepper looking thing. So one is a lot bigger than the other one. And so she hadn't heard the term bantam, but she said that makes sense.
Bantam is just the smaller version.
So we are going, we didn't get into all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think, no, I mean, the fire alarm was going off. And
how crazy was that?
Very pretty, totally impractical. And I asked her, I said, do your chickens ever stand out in the cold rain when they could go inside? And she said, I've had that problem. She said, you have to make them stay in because they will stand out there walking around in the cold rain, especially the silkies. And when they're all these feathers get wet and makes them go like this, it can hurt their alignment
neck or whatever.
Yeah. So I was like, thank you. That's all I need to do is for someone to tell me that we can just shut the door.
I ran, we had a good sunny day today, so I went to work early.
Starting to think we live in Seattle.
Got back at about 1 o'clock and we went out and I got more wheat straw and I got the, so I do 3 things. When I clean out, I scrub the coop out. I put a layer of like, it's like compost. It almost looks like baking soda, but it's grainy. And I put a small layer of that. Then I put a layer of cedar shavings, and then the wheat straw on top of it. And so we did that today because I want so much rain. I try to keep it dry in there. It gets wet in there.
It is crazy how much rain we've had this winter. Just cold, drizzly, or pouring. Like one day it poured for 3 days straight. I'm like
this winter. And what I'm also seeing is when it does that, it slowly, inside the coop, it'll start to get damp way up underneath. And so I just got to stay on top of it and clean it. So
that's what we do. Hazel says that her grandparents had the prettiest rooster that was like dark green, blue, and they never knew what kind it was, but it was gorgeous and mean. She says this one does its job. She says it definitely does its job.
Meaning?
This new silky. Because I said we love Tiny, but Tiny just does Tiny.
But I think that, he scares people.
Yeah.
Like our mail carrier's like, that is a big rooster in your yard. And we're like,
he's harmless.
He's a big guy, but he doesn't,
Presley's cubbies won yesterday.
Yay.
I didn't even have any idea. Is it preseason?
It started.
I didn't know that.
So Presley, they have a new rule where, that whole rule that you can't stay out of the, you got to stay in the batter's box or you can't get out of the batter's box more than a few seconds. Or it's an automatic strike.
Because it's a distraction, right?
Well,
they use it as a distraction.
They had a game that actually ended because the guy had 2 strikes in like the bottom of the 9th or whatever, and he took too long, so they called strike 3 and the game ended. So I don't know, man. I don't know about that rule. I'm not liking that at all.
Karen knows all about aggressive roosters.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, send it to us. And she was like, I don't think I would be able to get the damn thing in the box.
You can look up, I've looked up a few YouTube videos where it's aggressive rooster, and, and so people will go out with their phones and their cameras and stuff, and it just comes flying around the corner and, attacks them and stuff like that.
Hey, I shoot blanks. If you have not been into Tractor Supply lately, they're getting their cool stuff in. They're getting in their yuppified, cute, rustic country decor. It's coming in now. I thought that was Khaki. She changed her name from Hat Boy.
Oh, she changed it away from it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now it's I shoot blanks, which Khaki? I would think so.
There's something to that.
If you can manage to get it together.
She's doing that for a reason that's probably none of our business. That she's changing those changing
like,
her name around,
but
all,
and you know,
she's taking a shot at somebody. I'm pretty sure.
You're like, no big deal, but me too.
I mean, you do you, girl. You know, it's like it's good.
They didn't show up today and they lost. Yeah, pictures have 20 seconds to pitch, and the same for batters. Wow. And can't change back for 9 days. I love Tractor Supply. The country decor is there, and they've got their little thing up where they put the chicks in there when they start coming in, and they don't have chicks right now.
They had ducks today.
They had ducks, and they were begging us to take some ducks. Sean thought the ducks were cute, and she was like, you don't need a fence. I would want a fence.
You were thinking of something we were thinking of something to retort with.
I'm not
like,
ready for
but
ducks
you know, they will get eaten. You know, we need to. I mean, ducks are a little different.
Yeah, we're not ready.
They know how to fly away, though. The thing with ducks is I will never. I've had ducks and I don't clip their wings. You know, like sometimes people have parakeets, they clip their wings and cock, so they don't. With ducks, I don't think it's fair. I think it's kind of like declawing a cat.
Yeah.
You know, the duck flies. It can fly away. And a duck will stay in its home turf. It will stay where the food is. It might fly off somewhere, but it'll come back. And yeah, a duck is very, very, you know, in trouble if it can't fly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't move quite like chicken, you know, like some of the chickens can.
Yeah.
They fly up in the trees. That's what they're supposed to do.
That's interesting.
But you got to make sure they're grown up enough that they have the feathers where they can fly. And those babies were little. You got to take care of them when they're little, you know. They
wanted us to take some, and I was like, we can't, because we have an incubator full of chicks that are going to hatch. Once a duck so bad, they're the joys of oh. Yeah, we have some that are, we have several people that have set up coops, and they want to start, you know.
And they better not crap out on me, because if this goes, even half of them, if half of them hatch, we'll have like 9.
I don't think so at all. The biggest thing with us is making sure it's like, it's not just an Easter present. It's not just a, you know, whatever. You have to have the set.
There are a lot of people.
And there's a lot of people that do.
I mean, I could simply, if I can find, you know, homes for them at work, we just drive to the Tractor Supply parking lot and said, you know, we've got.
Look, I know y'all already saw him, but he said I've gotten a haircut. I'm a little bit more handsome.
Very, very handsome dog. Even when my here, let me put this down. I'll trade you. I'll take him. Even when my mouth is full of my duck toy, I'm a very, very handsome Papa Pal right here.
Say hi, Sawyer. Run. Say hi. Say hi. Sawyer, you can't just. There's not enough room for you to chill on us.
Here, you might be able to. Let me see.
Hold him this way.
Let me see. Come here.
Did you see? Hold on. Hold on?
You can do with us. You can.
Several neighbors are selling for $5 a chick, and they're going fast, 10 at a time. Wow. Yeah, we would definitely charge something.
I mean, it like Mandi said, we don't want people just to take them to, like, some people.
It's always like an Easter thing. Like, people will get a little duckling. That's why I don't like them selling, but I don't like them selling them at Tractor Supply the closer it gets to Easter, because people get those little things. And some people.
That being said, Tractor Supply's next shipment of chicks is Wednesday.
And do you know how he knows that? Why?
Because they bring them to me.
Because you
at the post office.
At the post office.
Because they bring them to me, and I get them into a safe spot, and then I call Tractor Supply. But they normally, Tractor Supply is pretty good about it. They usually have them by 8:30. They come and get them.
Skeeter and Stone, do you have the same number? We got something coming up in October in Tennessee, and wanted to see if you guys would be interested in coming up and checking it out. Yeah, you have the same.
Yeah, October-ish.
Yeah.
Like
Coming up in October.
Thinking Halloweenish, like, like ghoulish type
or
of
a
stuff.
bunny, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to miss Jeremy's question. Quick question: Can I play in your stink ball? Absolutely. But the tertiary part of it, you have to tell me if it's healthy, if it needs a trim, needs a wax. October the 21st.
I'm telling you, there was. I had Paula in mind it was about a month ago, and Al was doing some stuff about Paula, and I was like, let me just throw something Al's way, and so Al looks at it and immediately said some stuff and said some things about me. So Paula, you're welcome for that. I was just kind of trying to take the heat off you, if you remember that, and then I just mentioned about how Al is always kind of aligned with Sam in that, and I think it's more obvious now because there's not really anybody else talking. And she didn't like it, and then she decided that she was gonna just squawk about how I never understood why I ever supported Tomahawk Shawnee, blah 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 blah. I'm like, it's drama, it's drama. But anyway, I think it really, I think she took a lot of heat for that. No one wants to play in your stink box ATX, and
just say my sandbox.
Yeah, and I think she heard it from some folks.
Skeeter says the 21st.
Okay.
Well, it's just not a good look for a review channel like she does to take such a hard attack. Review channels can take,
right in.
That's what I'm saying. You do throw jabs here and there, but when you've got kind of tunnel vision towards one thing, it loses what you're trying to be, which is an impartial, although nobody's impartial, review channel.
And I mean, right in her comments, I mean,
I forgot to mention, Bun said we should get matching scooters. Well, hell yeah. There's no other way. Like a Vespa. She's older than I am, isn't she?
Who, Buns?
Yeah.
She's older, she's bigger, and you don't have the 5 head going.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Stitching. It's getting very, very personal with a lot of people. It's just not that serious. People need to calm down.
But I said to Mandi, just let him keep talking. Sooner or later, it will start to get awkward, what's being said, and it is. It's got awkward. The support for you was in her comments. People weren't afraid to say, I have respect for Mandi and this and that. But it was just kind of like, ooh, you just kind of honed that in. Mandi didn't even watch it. The only reason she knows about it is because I told her.
She said,
I don't even know exactly what was said.
Well, you said that she once again went with I'm going to back off because she's obviously in active addiction.
No, that was the other ones that said that.
Right.
Right.
Which has been said before, and that's why they kind of backed off. But
it's when it starts to look awkward and they start to look stupid. When people are going, whatever, that's what they say. Well, it's time to back off. It's very obvious she's got mental issues, or it's very obvious that she's in active addiction, so we'll back off. It's because y'all look dumb.
But didn't she say something about that I had a shopping addiction? Didn't you say she went that direction or someone went that direction?
Somebody said you had a spending addiction.
Duh.
Yeah.
I mean, I've come a long way, but that shit's been going on since ATX hit the scene in 2017.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, why do you think I got to work 80 hours, have a full military pension?
I've come a long way.
I'm rated full military pension, rated well by the VA, and work 100 and freaking damn hours a week just to keep up with this one. And I love every second of it. So.
But the other thing is, as far as we figured out the $80, they said, oh, we know where it goes. It's pretty obvious. And $80 wouldn't even touch the surface with today's prices of what my substance of choices that, because you can't get prescriptions for it anymore. So if I decided to go all the way back in, you got to remember, I was 360 milligrams a day kind of girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like $80 wouldn't touch it. It wouldn't be worth the time it took to.
It is.
We did find it though. We added it up again in our heads and we found it. And the only reason we even brought it up was because when we went live, we were kind of like.
Because we were late. we were late going live that night.
And we were distracted because we were like, where did it go?
Yeah. How many times can you check the parking lot around the car or the driveway?
Bunny really pisses me off with the crap she said on Twitter after Les passed, so she can F all the way off. She had the audacity to talk about Les after she passed away. I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean,
I had no idea.
When people talk about, I'll just go there.
Les was an amazing person.
And Buns, if you remember, those of you with a little bit of history here, she tried to pass herself off. Remember how she kind of altered her voice a little bit, so she was this sweet little petite thing. The bunny in the wheelchair. Remember, it was the bunny in the wheelchair. And Katie, of all people,
making fun of Amy Slayton.
Making fun of Amy Slayton. So, and then it was Katie, of all people, that outed her. Who was it that found out about her prostitution? It was Sam, wasn't it?
William Palmer.
Oh, William Palmer. Well, dude, if you're lurking, we're not trying to drive you into this. I don't know who
pulled the report. He was the one that had the papers there. But it was Yaba who said, okay, I'm just going to go there. This makeup thing and
yeah, she did.
Paracord thing, this don't add up. And everybody was kind of like, and she was like, no, I'm just saying it doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense that, you raised this much money. And what I saw was $40 worth of elf makeup. Where'd the rest of it go?
Oh, yeah. See, I don't know anything about that.
That was the birth of drama stars, I believe.
Ah, I see.
Hey, Anna Nicole.
So anyway, the thing about that, and I was friends with her. I didn't know. I don't begrudge anybody for their past or anything. We were friends, and we were friends up until the time that she found out that I was with ATX. And it just is like some people that want to go after people and get nasty with people, they don't really get to. It's like you don't get to do that if you're a truck stop prostitute that's been caught. That's your record. You have a record. You don't get to go after people and be nasty to people when that has happened to you, because we remember that.
Yeah.
And you don't get to, she's the one that's been on the diet for 3 years, right? And every picture looks the same. It's not like our friend Loretta, who when she said she was going on a diet, she transformed her life.
She turned into the freaking.
She's amazing what Loretta's done. Then you have Buns that's like, I lost 3 ounces of water weight.
So William has been on and doxed my old address a few weeks back. William Palmer's on one? Who's he? Why about Paula?
He doxed your address?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I didn't know that.
I mean,
wow.
Palmer's always been cool with me. I don't know.
He's always been. He's got some chronic pain. I think that affects the way that he. You're in enough pain for long enough, it wears you down. You get moody.
There was one guy he's up in the Boston area. You guys remember Juice's Joint? Remember him?
No, you've told me about him, but I don't remember.
You guys remember Juice's Joint? He used to hang out with Negs and this and that, and he's
oh, I see.
He would be super nice to me, and he'd be in, we'd be chatting this and that, and we'd be going back and forth. And all of a sudden, I would pick up, Twitter or whatever, and he would just be going after me. And he really didn't like my ex, but he would be going after me. And I'd be like, dude.
Jesus, wrong.
I was like, dude, what's up, man? What'd I do? And he'd go back and scroll through and go, oh shit, pain pills. And I'm not saying that because I'm just saying that he had a lot of chronic pain, and every once in a while he would
he said he
forget the stuff that he was writing. And so anyway,
so
are we now it's all catching up.
He said, okay, so he personally and hung out with her many times, including picking her up from the psych ward.
Juice's Joint. Paul was like, too much tea for YouTube. That's what I think.
We have we got a hotspot from Verizon, but the wife's not gonna work. Then we're gonna have to try T-Mobile. You have a trial period or whatever.
Are we back?
I don't know. Are we back?
I'm about to see. Hold on.
Wait, better.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
DC, are you still here? Was it? Where's Presley? Mandy, I'm not sure if I told you, after my husband released from the VA hospital, He went to follow-up appointment. Have you talked any more to him about like what that looks like and how long a typical wait is for one to come up? And do they just transplant one? Does that that helps tremendously? Just
Oh, you gotta have. I mean, obviously, you gotta have a working lung.
it says, oh no,
So-
gone.
You said what?
Are we here?
Are we here?
Someone said, oh no, gone.
Here's one way to find out. Watch this. We just go here.
You're so sweet. I hope so. If not, I can turn the
You talking?
No, she doesn't like her. Nobody is. Hold on. I hate.
Are we back?
Yeah.
Let me see. I think we're back, babe.
Well, I'm rebooting it, and then I'll bring the hotspot in there to plug in.
So,
Okay, here I come.
Uh-oh.
It says don't leave it plugged in, right? Because like that's not good for it. But then if you unplug it, it completely breaks. Are we back over there?
are we back?
I restarted.
So the thing is we have our WinStar, which is our cable,
No,
and-
it's kinetic, but yeah.
and then we got a Verizon hotspot, and it doesn't seem to be better.
But you'll
It
have
looks
to-
like,
I'm gonna plug
and whatever he said, that's cool. I'm good with that.
people's freaking addresses.
Anyway.
Okay.
So what is happening right now is, she's hooking up the hotspot.
I'm gonna plug in this over your lap because it's an extension cord. And then they would probably hook you up with a hotspot for your account, knowing you're not gonna get a damn signal.
Just sit down.
I'm sitting down, darling. Okay, here I am.
You are back. You're back. They're
Someone
froze.
unplugged
You're
the-
back.
Okay, at the router. Okay.
All right.
Hold
I
on.
can't right now. I'm trapped underneath these. Okay.
Essential to the. It was the one that Sawyer was.
My gosh. We have right now 30.
Yes. Disconnect. Just unhook the cord that's plugged into the router.
Okay.
Disconnect that and pull the power thing out too.
Okay. I did that too.
Okay. We're good.
We're good.
Hopefully we're right now we're on. Hold on. Oh, shoot.
We good?
I don't know. Can you see us? See, it's dropping. I don't know if we are or not. Michaela, I cannot tell you how glad I am to see you. Thank you for coming back. Michaela's back.
That's good.
I
Seems to
said-
work.
Yeah, she said she doesn't really have a problem with it, but I'm like, I know, baby.
So now we're back.
This is the last attempt before tomorrow. I take this back. I can't even joke around and say I'm gonna throw the router through the window of
Oh, no,
Kinetic.
don't do that,
They'll
because
call me like,
They'll send a welfare check for us. All that. But yeah, it is. It's a little aggravating.
the only other thing I can do is one time